What is up, everybody? It is JDog6156, also known as Politics with JDog6156, and today we're doing a September updated Senate election prediction. The 2022 midterms are about like 40 something days away or 50 something days. I haven't really been keeping count, but all I know is that it is right around the corner. We're gonna do one more. We're actually gonna do two more. We're gonna do an October Senate prediction update, and we're also going to be doing a few days before election day, well, midterm day in November. So yeah, here's September's updated map. And just a fair warning, I forgot what the margins were for the other ones, so I can't really say if they did better now or before. But anyway, also, I'm sorry if I have taken a long hiatus. School's been stressful. But anyway, let's get back to it. So, like we always do for these videos, we're going to start out west and we're going to head east. So, anyway, let's head forward. Alaska's going to remain safe, and the person who I think is going to win is Lisa Murkowski. She has the incumbency advantage, and even we already seen from Alaska's House race that Trumpist type candidates are not exactly all that popular in Alaska. Now, Alaska still votes for Trump. They voted for Trump by like 10 points. But many of the libertarians in Alaska really did skew towards Biden and really didn't like Palin, mostly based off of Trump. So, yeah, Alaska is safe red for Murkowski. I have a heavy feeling Murkowski will win. Hawaii, I forgot who's running there, but whoever runs there, it will be safe. Matter of fact, let's get all the safe ones out of the way. We're going to have California, Oregon. I'm going to talk about Washington in a few. Illinois is still going to be safe. New York, Vermont, Connecticut is going to be safe. However, it's going to be the closest out of the safe states. I'd say about like 18 points or 17 points. And Maryland. And I think that's all of the safe ones. Now let's head to the safe ones as well for Republicans. Idaho and Utah. Now, Utah is going to remain safe. It may change. Evan McMullin, he's the independent candidate, but he may be doing well, but he's not exactly doing too well to the point where he's making the race competitive. As for North and South Dakota, safe. Kansas, Oklahoma, and its special election. Oh, sorry. There we go. Arkansas, Louisiana, sorry, I said Ron Paul. Rand Paul and Kentucky will win by a safe margin. I forgot. I think it was like Evan Braun. Evan Braun. I don't know. Sorry, I forget most of these senators' names. But yeah, they're safe. Oh, I accidentally put North Carolina safe too. Alabama is safe. Okay, I have a high feeling that Iowa's going to be safe because it will be an environment that will slightly favor Republicans. So Iowa will be safe for Chuck Grassley. He has won by a great margin in the past. However, notice how he only like wins by like only based off of like, well, every election that he won off of like it was a GOP favorite year. I wonder how he would do in a blue wave year of 2018 or like 2006. I wonder if he would win or not. But anyway, I think that's all of the safe states. Oh, South Carolina. Tim Scott, I think he's going to win by a safe margin in the state. And I think that's all of them. Now let's head to the likely states. First, we're going to talk about Washington. There is a competitive race in Washington. Looking at the polls, Washington is not going to flip. However, it will be more competitive. Now, is this surprising to me? Yes, slightly, but it's not too surprising. Washington and Oregon are like the like compared to California, they're like the conservative part of the Northwest. So yeah, a lot of there could be a strong third party challenger there that could cause the race to go likely. So yeah, keep that in mind. Michael Bennett, he will survive in Colorado. He will win by a likely margin. New Hampshire, Maggie Hassan, she will win by a likely margin. No, actually, she will win by t- nah, I'm gonna leave it as likely. I mean, she won narrowly in 2016. However, she ran against an incumbent and she won in 2016, which was a favorable year towards Republicans, which really shocked many people. And even though Clinton won the state in 2016 by like a tilt margin, I think Maggie Hassan like slightly outperformed her. So she could be considered like the next electoral juggernaut from the state. Um, who really knows? Um, I think that's all of the likely states for Democrats. All right. Likely states for Republicans. Missouri's seeing a competitive race, but it will be the same as Washington. It's not going to flip, but it will be narrow, but not too narrow to the point of where it will flip. There's only one for them. Okay. Next, we head on to the lean states. The lean states will be Arizona. Mark Kelly does have a decent approval rating in the state. He is polling fairly well against Blake McMasters, who is a Trump-like candidate. Um, Arizona, mostly based off of Trump's rhetoric, does not like Trump or any type of Trump-like candidate. I mean, the shift was seen in Arizona from 2018 leading up to 2020, where they flipped both Senate seats and Biden outright won the state by a tilt margin. So, and with Mark Kelly's approval rating doing fairly well, I think that he will be able to win it by at least like a 3 points, either 3 to 2 points, at most 4 points. Next, we have Pennsylvania, which may shock some people, but I will put it in the lean column. Fetterman is doing pretty well compared to Dr. Oz. Many people would disagree, but many people would actually put it as tilt, or at least like a toss-up. But John Fetterman is running a good campaign, and I really have a feeling he might win in Pennsylvania. Who knows? That will be about it from there. Okay, as for likely lean states for Republicans, Florida would be lean. Marco Rubio, he's doing polling fairly well to Val Demings. However, it will still be competitive either way. North Carolina will be lean as well. Ted Budd and Sherry Beasley are the Senate race is getting pretty competitive here in North Carolina. There's a strong libertarian ticket, which may take some voters away from both sides, but mostly from Ted Budd. But I kind of think that Ted Budd, my bad, will possibly win in the end by at least like a 1.2 margin. However, it's still slightly early. Things might change. Anyway, moving on. Ohio would be lean. I say that J.D. Vance will win there by at least like 4 points. He will underperform Trump in some areas compared to Tim Ryan, who's running more of like a populist Democratic type campaign. But I don't think he would win it. Ohio is just took a sharp turn right since 2012, and I mean, there might be room for Democrats to make up in the like House and Senate, but presidential level, I don't think so. Okay, so now we move on to tilt. Ron Johnson will narrowly win will narrowly win in Wisconsin. And as for Nevada, I'm gonna leave it as toss up because of Adam Laxalt and Catherine Cortez Masto being very competitive in Nevada. But as for Georgia, hold up, I'm just gonna do this. Run all. Yeah, so Georgia's gonna be a runoff by most likely chances. I mean, Raphael Warnock has a higher approval rating than Herschel Walker, but given the state of this election, Georgia might head into another runoff, and it really does depend on who wins the. It really depends on who wins the Senate. Let's say Democrats win Nevada by a tilt margin. There's a high chance Raphael Warnock will be sorry. There's a high chance Raphael Warnock will win re-election. However, if Adam Laxalt was to narrowly win, then there's a high chance like Herschel Walker could win. It would really be a 50-50 Senate again. But as of right now, I have Nevada as toss-up. I don't really know who to give it really to. But here is the current Senate map as of September 2022. I will be making another update next month, specifically around October 20th. So make sure y'all mark your calendars for that day. But anyway, this is JDog615.